Hi, my name is Matthew Bellisario. Thanks for coming by the BellisarioSonic YouTube channel from the heart of the Deep South on the outskirts of Birmingham, Alabama, where we talk about music, records, do record reviews, interviews, and much more. If you're into modern jazz releases, I definitely recommend you subscribe to the channel because I do a lot of reviews, needle drops on a lot of the latest records that are coming out by working jazz musicians. So if you missed the interview with Brian Charette this past Sunday, I recommend you go back and check that out. Wonderful conversation with Brian. We talks about being a jazz musician, playing organ, and about the making of this record. And we also talked about vinyl records and a lot of his favorite artists. So if you missed that, go back and check that out. That's an hour-long conversation with Brian Charette. And if you haven't heard this record yet, you need to go check it out because it smokes. So, all right. Now, this coming Sunday, you're going to want to check out a multi-part conversation that I had with Jacob Wendt. We already talk about this fantastic album called Silver Street, among many other things. Had a wonderful long conversation with Jacob, and we just had a great time just discussing jazz, talking jazz drums, talking our favorite records, all kinds of things. So you'll see this coming Sunday, there will be a multi-part conversation because it was too long to put in one long video. So I'm editing that right now so that I can break them up into certain topics so that you guys will be able to watch those in, maybe 30 or 45 minute chunks because a lot of great information there. So stay tuned for that conversation with drummer Jacob Wendt. All right, today we are going with a rare obscure record, which is a reissue of a record that came out in 1991 on CD only, and this is its first release on vinyl record. And I had never heard of this guy, to be honest. It was another one of these discoveries that I made, which I love making discoveries and sharing them with you guys. That's kind of one of my favorite things to do. So I was on Amazon, and I'm going through the different jazz releases and things like that. And I do random different kinds of searches just to look and see what's available. And this record popped up. And I'd never heard of Eero Koivistioinen, I think is how you pronounce his name. Of course, I'm famous for butchering people's names, and I apologize in advance if I am doing that. This is a fantastic supergroup record. I've been listening to this the last week, driving in my car back and forth to work. That's how much I've really enjoyed this. This is a supergroup here. You've got an amazing lineup here, which you can see here, the names, Randy Brecker. I mean, you've got trombonist Conrad Herwig on here, pianist David Kikoski, bassist Ron McClure, and drummer Jack DeJohnette, and John Scofield's on 4 of these tracks. Now, this is modern jazz, but it smokes. So I can't wait to play this for you guys. So I'm going to open this up. We're going to talk a little bit more about Eero, who was born in 1946 in Helsinki, very famous in Finland. So he's a Finnish musician, composer, saxophone player. He's an arranger, a conductor, producer, educator, really big into big band type stuff. As a youngster, he studied classical music, classical violin, composition at the Sibelius Academy, and later he studied jazz at the Berklee College of Music in Boston. He was one of the founding members of the UMO Jazz Orchestra, where he played from 1975 to 1990. He also worked as its artistic director from 96 to 98. He's composed music for radio, for theater. He won the Euro Prize of Finnish Jazz Association in 1967. His quartet won band competition at Montreux Jazz Festival in 69. He has over 30 releases to his name, the first being released in 1967. Now, this album here is a 1991 recording that was recorded at Clinton Recording Studios in New York, September 25th and 26th of 91. It was mixed in October of 1991 at Rainbow Studio, and this the album itself, I think, came out at the end of 91 or 1992. Now, this is a pressing on Svart Records, and this is the first time it was released in 2021 pressing on vinyl. So that's just a little bit of background there. Sorry for a little bit of a long monologue, but But I'm going to go ahead and open this up now, and we're going to listen to this. And I'm really excited as to how this is going to sound on record. I don't know how it was originally recorded in 1991. I'm assuming it was recorded on digital equipment. I've listened to it in my car streaming now for close to a week. I'm really digging it. And when I'm listening to in my car, I'm not really listening to it for fidelity quality, because you're listening to it in your car and you can only get, it only sounds so good. But I'm really excited to see how this is going to sound on record. So this record smokes. Again, you've got an all-star lineup, and really, there's a lot of groups that have kind of super groups, and a lot of them don't make too good of records. This one is really good. There's your gatefold. Let you guys have the first look. So I'm pretty decent card stock. Again, this is on the Svart label. I guess that's SVART. And this right here is kind of a continuation off the record. It was made in 1983. So he had kind of a super group formed in 1983. And then he kind of wanted to come back and do something similar. And this right here is this record that he gets together and records in 1991. And again, I think it comes out in 1992 originally. So I'm going to go ahead and take this record out. Comes in anti-static sleeve here. And we're going to drop it on. And I can't wait to share this with you guys, because this is just a smoking record. It's just great playing on here by everybody. Randy Brecker smokes on the trumpet. The trombone player, Conrad Herwig, is phenomenal. The piano player, I mean, this is just a smoking record. So I'm going to put on the first tune called Kabuki. We're going to listen to that. I'm going to spray this off. Going to drop it on the RT85 with the Ortofon Blue, going through a Shitmoney preamp into my Yamaha HS8 speakers. And we're going to have a listen and see how this sounds. For those of you that like modern jazz, I think you're going to enjoy this. Even if you're more traditional minded when it comes to jazz, this might be kind of one of those records that you're going to enjoy, because although it has a modern sound to it, there's still a lot here that kind of appeals to the traditional minded jazz people, in my opinion. So we're going to play it for you, and that's always the best way for me to share the music with you guys. So here we go. Smokes. I love it. Nice. Yeah. Guitar sounds wonderful here. drums sound awesome. Sounds really nice too, really low, full sound. This sounds fantastic. Yeah, sax over here now. This sounds fantastic. This sounds fantastic. What a nice sound stage. You got really nice depth. The drums sound fantastic. There's great resonance off of them. All the way from the highs down to the lows. Really nice tonal balance on this whole. This is a nice sounding record. This is smoking. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to play something from all four sides. It's a 2-record set. This just smokes. I'm going to flip it over. We're going to play Ever Blue. This whole thing is great all the way through. And the playing on it's amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and flip over the record. I'm going to play a song off of side 2. And again, I'm going to play something from all four sides. This is really a super group that's worthy of the name. You know, not just you have great players, but these tunes are fantastic. The arrangements are great, and this is really a treat sonically to listen to. The pressing is flat. It's been nice, been quiet. So everything good there. But a lot of catchy heads, but there's a lot of different things going on here. It's not just straight ahead jazz. You get all this really cool arrangements and different things going on, some cool improvisation. The tunes all range from like 5 minutes up to like almost 8 minutes, so there's plenty of room for these guys to jam and play. It sounds wonderful. Want to grab this if you can grab it. DeJohnette's just smoking on the drums. Piano sounds awesome. Favors the left over here. Bass. It's Ron McClure on bass. David Kikoski playing piano. That's awesome. Playing there on that piano. Yeah, this is freaking awesome. Yeah, I've been listening to this in my car for like a week, and I just couldn't wait till it came in so I can play it for you guys. The pressing's been pretty good. I heard a couple little clicks or something over here a couple times, but so far it's been a pretty good pressing. Bass sounds wonderful. Really natural sound. These instruments sound really good. You know, the drums, everything is resonance is really nice. It's warm. You've got nice depth here. This is a really nice sounding recording. You hear the strings come up the bass. Nice, fat, warm sound. This thing sounds fantastic. This is wonderful. So I highly recommend this if you like this kind of modern type jazz, even though it's got more of a straight ahead feel to it. Really cool arrangements though for the horns. So the drums sound awesome. I mean, listen to the resonance off those drums. You really hear the drum heads. I mean, there's nothing muted sounding like you get on some modern recordings. Such nice depth to this. It's again one of these records I don't want to stop playing. The drumming, it's incredible. Yeah, look at the lineup. The bass with the drums, I mean, hype sticker. I don't know if you can read that or not, but all right, I'm going to bring it down so I can play something off the other two sides. I hate to even bring this down because it sounds so good. But obviously I can't play all, both records, everything. So I'm going to flip it over. We're going to go to side C. And we're going to play a tune called Inspiration. And on the D side, you've got some outtakes here. So we'll listen to one of those. This is freaking awesome. So this is going to be one that you're going to want to, I think, add to your collection. It's something, again, a little bit different. Something that you probably haven't seen. Or heard before, maybe. If you have, leave your comments. I love hearing what you guys have to say about these records. So that's a big part of this channel, is hearing what you guys have to say, and I learn a lot from you guys. So we're going to side C. This tune's called Inspiration. The bass sounds fantastic on this. This is one of the nice, warm, round. I mean, it sounds fantastic. drums favor this side, piano's over here. This is one of the richest sounding records. I mean, I know I rave about a lot of records. This one just has such a nice full round bass sound, and then the highs with the drums. The piano is very natural sounding, and there's a lot of depth on this. Again, originally recorded in 1991, only released on CD in 92, now in 2021 getting its first treatment for vinyl. So Randy Brecker played trumpet, dude smokes. Conrad Herwig on trombone. Yeah, this is a sonic treat for the ears for sure. This just sounds wonderful. The way it's mixed, such a nice wide sound stage, nice depth that fills the room. It's just, sounds great. Better than I thought it was gonna sound. Again, listening to it streaming, you don't know how it's gonna sound on record. They did a great job mastering this for record. All right, I'm gonna bring it down. We're gonna play Never Again, which is an outtake, session outtake. We'll close out the video with that. So if you like this kind of modern jazz, these guys smoke. I mean, this whole record is just fantastic. And again, a cherry on top with how great it sounds here on record. Because musically, it's already, to me, outstanding. But when you have something that musically impacts you like that, you know, I'm driving around in my car and it really hits me. And then I get the record and I sit down and bring it here. And it's just that much better. It's really I can't say enough about it. So let's flip it over. Let's listen to an outtake and close out the video. I appreciate you guys again hanging out. I hope that you guys are enjoying these videos. And again, I'm the kind of guy that likes to discover new music and find new things. And so it really gives me great joy to share these kinds of records with you guys. And definitely leave your comments. Let me know if you listen to anything else by Eero Koivistioinen. No, Koivistoinen, yeah. I hope I'm pronouncing the guy's name right. In fact, I liked it so much that I bought this 2 CD set. It's actually 3 CD set, which contains this album, the 1983 album, and it contains all the outtakes from both sessions. That's how much I loved it when I was listening to it in my car, that I not only bought the record, I bought this set. So it's on the Svart label. Yeah, it's a 2021 release. 2021 first time on vinyl of a 1992 release. Pretty nice packaging. It's decent, card stock. Nice gatefold. There's a write-up in here by Eero and by Ron McClure, so about the sessions. 2 record set, a lot of music to listen to. Awesome. You listen to those old Blue Notes, which I love, how they sound. They have their own sound to them. They have their own warmth. This has a little bit of a modern polish, if you will, to the mix and everything, where there's maybe a little more reverb than you'd hear on some of those older records. But it's done so tastefully that it just sounds wonderful, the way they mix this. Again, the tonal balance is wonderful. You hear those highs, the mids, the low, nice fat low end. Which on some of those older records, you don't get quite that kind of fat low end tone like you have on this. And again, it's got nice depth to it. You can hear the instruments, kind of how they're placed in the mix. Really gives it a nice full wide sound stage in depth, nice warmth. And again, the playing on it is what just grabs me. It's a trumpet. The drums, Jack DeJohnette, I mean, the whole thing is... Again, this is one of those records that you can listen to over and over, not just for you listen to it for the just enjoyment of letting this thing just hit you. That's one way of listening to it, the best way. But there's also going back and listening to the individual instruments and what they're doing, what they're playing on each one of them. Listen to the drums, the copping on the piano, the bass playing. Then you got your horn section. Yeah, fantastic. There's your tracks. So I can get rid of this. All right, folks. Appreciate you guys joining me. I knew this was going to be a good one. You know, just listening to it in my car, I didn't think it was going to sound this good on the record. Definitely impressed with it. So again, I listened to it on streaming one night when I was, scouring through Amazon. I started listening to it in my car, and I was like, this playing is freaking phenomenal. And then went on Amazon and bought it on record, and this is awesome. So there you have it. Eero Koivistioinen. Name of the record, Altered Things. Originally recorded in 1991, released in 1992 on CD. First time on record, 2021 on the Svart label. Go get it. It's freaking awesome. Stay tuned for more reviews. Got a lot more stuff coming your way. Some big announcements for the new year. Going to be doing some BellisarioSonic Music Awards, some live streams, recap of the past year. So a lot of good stuff coming your way. Thank you for hanging out with me on this channel. Thank you for leaving your comments. Thanks for the thumbs up, for sharing the videos. And we'll talk to you soon. Happy listening.